Congratulations, you just took the biggest step potentially of your entire life, which was enrolled onto the Property Investors Academy. So on this video, I wanted to go through exactly what the Academy is, what you can expect, and before you have your onboarding and your business planning session, you at least know how to locate everything. So I don't know yet if you've been given access to your app, either on your laptop or your phone. You should have your login details on your email, and it looks a little bit like this. So we've got masterminds, mentoring, education, and all these different tabs. So I'm not going to spend an hour and a half going over every single tab. It's almost like going down a gift box of rabbit holes with so many sweets and goodies. So you could probably spend the next few weeks exploring and going in, but I'll give you an overview of what you can expect. So first is mentoring. So you may have joined the Academy just because you wanted to get access to the support and the mentoring. So how does that work? Well, there's different types of mentoring that you can get. So it might be power team. So it might be that you need to have a conversation with a solicitor or an accountant, a mortgage broker, someone that's going to specifically help you with, maybe legal advice or guidance. So if you want to speak about how to structure your company, about stamp duty exemptions, maybe you want to talk about how much it's going to cost to build a new commercial unit, then you might need to speak to an actual professional specialist, okay? So if you want to speak to, let's say, an accountant about putting together your group structure, then here we go. So right now is Tuesday evening, and you can see tomorrow, Wednesday the 21st, tomorrow we've got access to our accountants for your morning, a little bit in the afternoon, and all evening. So bang, you can just book an appointment, and all you do is click, continue. That's with Tim Gray, who's a chartered accountant. And you're going to put here, what's your question? So Tim can prepare in advance. And then Tim will then put aside the time. And this is unlimited. So you can book as many calls with an accountant, solicitor, specialist, a mortgage advisor as you want. So those are our power team specialists. But also property mentors. So this is just more generic stuff. So the property mentors are all property millionaires. They've all been handpicked by me. And you're going to choose what your issue is. So it could be mindset. Maybe you're just feeling a little bit stuck. Maybe you've been on the Academy a month now and you've still not managed to do a deal and you feel like quitting, and your friends and family are saying, it's been a month. Are you a millionaire yet? You feel a bit stressed. So what do? Mindset coaching. So again, mindset coaching, you can say tomorrow, you can book an appointment anytime that's available. And that will be a half an hour one-on-one appointment with Sue Gray. So all of our mentors are handpicked by me. They're all property millionaires, and you can pick either the mentor that you want. So you could choose a particular mentor. The problem with choosing a particular mentor is if that mentor's on holiday, for example, let's say you really like, let's say you really like Tim Gray, right? Or you really like Lynn, or you really like Josh Sutton. Josh might be away for a month, Anthony Wilmot, he owns a castle. The guy has got millions of pounds worth of property. He might want to go to the Caribbean for a month. So I wouldn't be really reliant on one particular person. As mentors, what we do is we pass the baton on to each other so that you've always, because when you've got an issue, often you'll need to get that issue resolved next day, fast. So first available appointments. So you can choose your mentor if you've got a preference, but first available appointments, again, you choose your issue. Okay, my issue is rent to rent. Bang. And then even today, like in half an hour's time, there's someone available. So that's the mentoring. And there's no limit on the mentoring calls. So you don't feel bad as a new Academy member, especially a lot of people that are like professional, they're doctors and lawyers, and they feel a bit bad booking too many mentoring calls. That's what the Academy is there for. So that's the mentoring. And again, that's just part of the mentoring. There's so much more. So for example, we've also got like 24/7 mentor chat. So this is like ChatGPT, but I've programmed it with all my knowledge. I've put all my courses, manuscripts. I've trained it to think and talk and act and, know about property. So you can chat to the 24/7 mentor. What can you help with? So you can ask it questions like, for instance, is Warsaw Article 4? And then it will tell you, because it knows what I know. As of now, Warsaw does not have Article 4 in place. However, this can change, and then it will tell you. So that's interesting. It doesn't have Article 4 right yet, but it's coming. That you can just ask as many questions as you want. Or it might be, from the mentoring side of things, that you've had a phone call, you're trying to get a rent to rent, and you're calling landlords and you're struggling, and you want us to listen to your call, right? So you can do Rate My Call. So this is where you'll book a call with a mentor, but in advance of the call, you will send through your recording of your phone call. We'll listen to it in advance, and then we can give you feedback on the call. You can also do this with deals. If you found a deal and you think it looks like an interesting deal, but you don't know because you're quite new, what you can do is you can book a call called Deal Glance. So this is Deal Glance. So let's say you found a property on Rightmove and you think, oh, this looks great. It's got a bit of land at the side. I wonder if I could build. But you don't really know what you're doing because you've been on the academy for 2 minutes. Well, you go on Deal Glance, you book a call, and you can book a call as from tomorrow morning if you want, or you can do Thursday, Friday, whenever you want, over the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, all on, whenever it's convenient to you. Oh, Sunday afternoon, book a call. And then what we're going to ask you is to provide the URL of the property, the postcode, and what your vision is for the property. Oh, to build at the side. And then what we'll do is we'll glance at the deal, have a look, give you a call on the time that you're free, and tell you what we think of this opportunity. That's the mentoring. We also have, as part of the mentoring as well, this is why I say it's like a rabbit hole. You're going to find, we've been improving the academy year on year for the last 7 years. So we have Quote My Refurb. So it might be that you've found a property and it needs work. So you take pictures, do a recording of it, and then you can upload it on the app. We've got a full-time builder, and all he does is quote refurbs all day. So as an academy member, you don't have to worry about finding builders to quote up your job because to send it to us, we'll quote it for you. I pay over £1 million a year for my power team in basically I pay over £1 million a year to my builder, to my accountant, to my solicitor, just to be mentors within the academy. So they are on it. My team are basically now your team. And that's all included in the membership. You don't pay extra. And you can do it as many times as you want. You can continually get quotes for the refurbs. Rate My Deal. If you found a deal, you can have it rated. So click Rate My Deal. This is normally once you've actually viewed it, or maybe you put an offer on it and you think, right, I want to buy this. I've had it glanced. The mentors have looked at it, but now you're actually thinking, I want to buy it. Okay, cool. So what's the deal? It's a development, or it's a BRR, it's a rent to serviced accommodation, it's a buy-to-let, flip, whatever it is. Click on what it is. It's a flip. And then what we'll do is we will get you to fill out all the information, put the link, share all your due diligence and everything. And then we'll rate it between 1 and 100. And we'll tell you any blind spots, any cautions. So there really isn't anything like the academy I don't think's ever existed. And this is why so many people are becoming successful in property, becoming financially free. It's because of these resources. So that's the mentoring. Let's move on from mentoring because that's just one part of the academy. There's loads more. I mean, that's just one tab. Okay, where do we go next? What about Deal Connect? So Deal Connect is where if you haven't got much money to start with, let's say you join the academy and it might be that you've had to get a loan to join the academy. And right now you've got no money and you're like, man, I just want to make some money. Okay, fine. So what you'll do is you'll find deals. We'll help you. We'll train you. We'll mentor you. We'll give you all the support and hand-holding to find deals. And then when you found a deal, we'll look at it and we'll review it and we'll work with you on it. But then you can sell the deal. So you can list a deal and you can add the listing, right? So let's say you found a deal. So firstly, you need to have had it rated. So yes, I've had it rated. Great. You found the deal. You can't try and bring non-academy members in on this. No. I only work with academy members, right? So if you found the deal and it's a good deal and we've looked at it and we've rated it good, normally 80% or more, then what you can do next is you can upload it, bang, upload your template. And you can upload it. We'll then put it on Deal Connect, which means that we'll put it on our website, on the marketplace. We'll list it like these that have just been listed earlier today, and we will sell it. We'll send it out to all of our investors. 95,000 investors are on my database. So I'll promote your deals, push it to the investors. And if it sells, then we split the profits. And if you're an Academy member, you're open to sell as many deals as you want and co-deal source with me personally. Again, this is huge. It's like people are making, well, you know the stories. If you go on Winners on a Wednesday and you see people saying like, oh yeah, I'm making 20 grand a month from deal selling. How are they doing that? Because they're on the Academy and they're utilizing these tools. Because I've got a very big brand, I'm very well known. We split the profits. So if we sell a deal for 5 grand, we take 8 at the moment, and this is probably going to change. But at the moment, at the time of filming, summer 2025, we take 18%, which means that you keep 82% of the profit, which is huge. And the reason that we take so little is because I'm not trying to make money from this. I'm trying to just cover the admin costs and stuff like that. I've got the investors there anyway. I've got Academy members. You've got the deals. It's gonna massively help you, right? It's gonna mean that you can earn quick money, which then you're gonna hopefully sing my praises and be on Winners on a Wednesday, and then I'm gonna look great. And it's just a never ending. There's enough profit in the pie for everyone to make money anyway. So that's Deal Connect. There's also other opportunities to partner. Like it might be that you find a deal. Also Samuel Leeds Finance. So Samuel Leeds Finance. Here we go here. So if you found a deal and it's a nice little deal, little BRR or something, you can apply to have Samuel Leeds Finance, which is where I personally have a pot of money and all I use that money for is to finance my Academy members' deals. So more information on the website on that. I only work with Academy members. I only partner with Academy members, and this is a perk for the Academy. And Samuel Leeds Finance gives you generally up to 80% loan to value, which again is huge. PIMS. So what is PIMS? So PIMS is Property Investors Mediation Service. So this is a very, very important service and it's included in your Academy. So what this is when you're doing deals, especially if you're growing your business fast and you're selling deals, you're doing rent to rents, you're dealing with landlords and all these different business professionals and you're making money. It's only a matter of time potentially before you get somebody who is going to be upset with you, right? They'll buy a deal from you and then they'll ask for a refund and you'll say you're not entitled to a refund and then they'll start going mad. Maybe they're wrong. Maybe you're wrong. Who knows? What PIMS is, we have mediators and lawyers that will then investigate the situation. So if you've got someone that's unhappy with you and you're in a dispute, you can say to them, look, I'm registered with PIMS, report me to PIMS. They'll follow your complaints procedure and then PIMS will look into the situation. PIMS will be completely neutral. And if you're wrong, and if you have wronged them, then PIMS will tell you, you've wronged them, you need to put it right. If you haven't, then PIMS will be the bad guy. And PIMS will say, look, they've not actually done anything wrong, you're not entitled to any money back, off you go. So PIMS is like a redress scheme, like property redress scheme, like the property ombudsman, but it's specifically for people that are operating within deal sourcing, rent to rent, lease options, doing joint ventures. Again, we pay lawyers, mediators to run PIMS. It's neutral, it's independent, it is within the Academy. And it's hard for me to tell you how powerful it is and how important it is until you've started making a lot of money, and then you'll understand. Another thing it does with PIMS is it means that if you're doing business with somebody else on the Academy, it means that there's a level of trust. You know that someone's not joined the Academy who's a complete cowboy, because if they are, they'll be very quickly reported to PIMS, and then PIMS will investigate and will adjudicate. And if they refuse to comply with PIMS, PIMS will kick them out of the Academy and blacklist them on the PIMS website. So don't throw your brains out, still do due diligence. Go through as well before you do any deals. Part of the Academy, really important training program, is the Avoiding Catastrophes program. So look at this. Really, really, really important. This program, Avoiding Catastrophes in Property and Business. This program will go through all the common problems that people have with joint ventures, personal guarantors, break clauses, risk assessments, due diligence, redress, all the things that people don't really know about and the common ways that people lose money in the early days. Before you do anything, I would go through that program. We've got many other programs. Now, you might be purchasing these separate to the Academy. These are standalone programs. Bar Refurbished Advanced Masterclass, Deal Finding Extravaganza, Deal Selling Masterclass. They're all, these are all, there's 18 in total. Commercial property. And again, all of my programs are A to Z. They're £1,000 each. They're A to Z. So, for example, commercial property, understanding classifications, commercial tenancy leases, understanding the legals, rent arrears, commercial valuations, finding deals and calculating business rates, VAT, commercial mortgages, commercial stamp duty hacks, business rollover reliefs, capital, like the whole everything, finding your dream commercial property, how to find it, how to fund it, how to fix it, how to flip it, commercial conversions. People don't know about this stuff. It's not something that you can just ask ChatGPT because you don't know what you don't know. So you don't know the questions to ask it. Permitted development rights explained, prior approval, preventing council rejections, conservation areas, everything about commercial property, buying commercial property for no money, full planning, section 73, the power of a hunter's license, tax planning on land, like everything about commercial property is in here. So my brain becomes your brain if you're on the commercial property course about commercial property. But there's a program on everything. So there's property tax and wealth protection, social housing, ultimate auctions, HMO, rent to rent, everything, service accommodation. So the courses, if you did them standalone, all the courses, it would come down to £18,000. And that would be if you did every one of our online programs. We've also got obviously the financial freedom challenges and all the stuff. On the academy, you have everything. You have all the programs included. You have the financial freedom challenges. So 3 financial freedom challenges, which is a total of 12 days with me in person, which is just a complete game changer. You won't be able to physically do everything on the academy. I mean, well, it's not possible. Every Sunday I hang out with academy members. Look, here's how you book on. Sometimes people say like on the academy, like, oh, you're not going to leave me dry. It's like, it's the opposite. You're on the academy, the support, the networking. Look at this, networking. Every Sunday, we do Sunday social. So I invite, and this is like no property, no business. It's just church, gym, boxing. Academy members just come and I just basically open up my life to just hang out with academy members on a Sunday. Business, well, okay. So we have the dinners. So we have the academy dinners. So I go to the Heathrow every month, Heathrow dinner, where you're going to be seeing celebrities and there's special guests and it's absolutely buzzing, electric. And yeah, the community. But also, depending on where you are in the country, like let's say you live in, I don't know, Manchester, Bristol, Scotland, even Wales, you might live in Birmingham, you can find your local groups. So look at this. So generally speaking, all across the country, we've got academy groups. So we've got, here we go, even in Scotland, there it is. It looks a bit sorry on its own, but there we go. Scotland, Glasgow. I've got one in Wales as well, just outside Cardiff, Bristol. Lots around the London area, loads in London. Lots around the Midlands, Wolverhampton, Birmingham, Solihull, Coventry, Northampton, Derby, Nottingham, all over the place. Manchester, Leeds, Doncaster, Norfolk, down south, all across the coast, Brighton, Portsmouth, Southampton, Bournemouth. So, and if there's an area where you live where there isn't a inner circle, let's say you live in, where is there not one? All right, down here, Plymouth. And you're like, man, there's nothing near me. It's like going to take me, 2 hours to get to Bournemouth or an hour or whatever, however far it is. Then fine. What we'll do is we'll help you become a leader of the Plymouth group and we'll set up an academy group and we'll promote it within all the academy. Most of the meetups in the academy meet up once a month and get around about 20 to 30 people. It's up to 60 people. And that's where you'll meet all your local academy members, your local estate agents, your local builders, your local letting agents, your local team, your local workers, your local business partners. Huge part of the academy. Massive part. So the networking is incredible. We also have created our own social media platform as well. So the academy, we've got the academy book club. We've got the dinners and stuff that we do and all the networking, which is amazing. But we've also got our own social media platform, which is called Samuel Social. So this is a little sneak peek into Samuel Social. I don't know if you've got your account set up already, but once you have, you'll get addicted to it because it's like Instagram, but just where academy members only. So they're just constantly helping each other, sharing ideas, celebrating successes, helping each other with their struggles. It's just academy members only. So it's incredible. And it's funny because some people don't like posting on Instagram because they're worried about what people might think, or they don't want to post certain things. But on the Academy, people will just post everything they're doing, they'll share, and it's just positivity only. So this is the Samuel social group, messages. So yeah, I won't go into the because it's the members and stuff, maybe for GDPR, in case people are watching this that aren't on the Academy yet. You've also got your 24/7 mentoring as well here. So that is Samuel Social, which is incredible. But anyway, back to the main portal. We also have masterminds. So we have a mastermind on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So every day of the week, we've got a mastermind at 8 o'clock in the evening where we'll go on for an hour, 2 hours. I run mine on a Monday. That tends to go on for quite a long time. And that Monday night is my night. So that's normally me. Sometimes Russell steps in if I'm on holiday or whatever. But every night we've got a virtual mastermind over Zoom where all the Academy members come together and we just talk. And I'm just like, right, what are you doing? What's happening? Holding people to account, bringing people on the hot seat, sharing challenges and struggles, celebrating successes, and it just keeps you immersed. So obviously all this is optional. We wouldn't expect you to go to every single one. My lifestyle as well, like my world, like for example, I don't really like watching the news because watching the news I find a bit depressing. Denzel Washington says, if you watch the news, you're misinformed. But if you don't watch it, you're uninformed. So what's the solution? Well, what I do is I don't watch the news, but every week I'll have a call with my mortgage broker and I'll say, what's going on with base rate? What new products are on the market? What do you think is going to happen to interest rates? What are the banks saying? What are the banks doing? I'll say to my accountant, are there any tax changes? Are there any new ways to mitigate tax? What's happening? You need to know. To my solicitor, I'll ask them about what's going on with the laws of the land. What's happening? I'm not trying to watch the news to listen about what Kim Kardashian's been up to. I want to know what's actually happening that's going to affect my business that I need to be aware of. I need to be sharp. So I have a call with each member of my power team every week. But what we do on a Thursday is we have a power team hour. So power team hour lasts an hour. It's where my power team solicitor, accountant, mortgage broker, they come on, surveyor, maybe planning consultant, auctioneer. I have members of my team come on and share the updates of what's happening. And then you, as an Academy member, can ask questions. And then everyone chats on the call, get an update. And then if you want, you can book a one-on-one private call with any of the members of the power team afterwards or anytime you want and go into more detail. So this is all part of the Academy. Tuesday is more of a networking thing, in a virtual inner circle. So this is just a little glimpse of what the Academy is. As I say, I can't go over every single aspect of the Academy. We've got all the documents, the paperwork, contracts, build my brand. This is also huge. So if you want to maybe come on Wednesday or speak on stage, come to one of my events and maybe you want to be a speaker, maybe you want to be an inner circle leader. You can list your serviced accommodation property. We promote once you've got properties, we promote them to help you get bookings. If you want to show off any of your sites, we can help you do that. Basically, my heart is to just empower and uplift Academy members. It's to help them and to help you become as successful as you can and give my everything. I give my life for this. And the team as well are incredible. So if you get stuck, if you need help, we have a WhatsApp number. So if you go to support, you'll see this. I'm not going to scroll just in case this video gets seen by non-Academy members, but there's a WhatsApp number that if you scroll down, you'll see it. And you can just message the WhatsApp number. And I got this idea when I was on a beautiful resort in Thailand. And instead of having to go and call the number and get out of bed and call the number and get through to reception, they just gave me a WhatsApp number and said, if you need anything, just message. It was like a whenever, whatever. And I was like, wow, this is cool. Just message, can I have some sugar-free Red Bull? Woof, they bring it. And I was like, wow. So I wanted to try and replicate that sort of service within the Academy. So that's why we've got the WhatsApp hotline. So anything you need, like, what dinners are going on in this area, or especially if you're a bit new, you're figuring things out. I want to come on Wednesday on a Wednesday. How do I go about it? Or how do I use the app? Or how do I you just message the hotline. And then my team, our average response time is less than 10 minutes to respond. And our average resolution time is less than 1 hour. So it's very quick. My team are absolutely fantastic, and they get paid a lot to do what they do. The entire team, not just the mentors and the specialists and the builders, quote my refurbs, but the team, the coaches as well. So when you're in the Academy, you'll also we'll go through this on your onboarding. We'll find out how much accountability you want and you need. If you want a lot, which people do, we've got a team of coaches, not mentors. A mentor will tell you what to do, and a coach will ask you, did you do it? So the coaches will be calling you up, checking in with you, checking in with your goals. We'll also give you a form, a report to fill out. So every week you can fill out what you've done, how many viewings you've booked, which we'll be keeping an eye on. I'll be personally keeping an eye on. Obviously, you can message me at any time as well, anytime. So on Instagram, I try and respond to all messages on Instagram, but I do have an assistant that helps me. And also on Instagram, like if people are messaging me, it might just be a quick generic response like, oh, come to a crash course or whatever. Whereas if you're messaging me on the academy, it's me that's reading it, and I'm normally responding on voice notes and really going to town on you. So you can message me straight on Samuel Social anytime. Also, if you want to go, I think it's important I think classroom learning is important. Mentoring, rate my deal, rate my phone call, all this is brilliant. But also you're going to learn a lot from going out and just seeing live sites. So if you want to come out and see some of maybe my sites or other successful mentors or other successful student sites, you can do that also under education. So I'll show you how to book onto this. Let's say you live in, I don't know, well, you can choose an area that's near you. Book a site visit. So at the moment, we've got about 9 site visits: Doncaster, Hull, Leeds, Sheffield, Scunthorpe. So you just go, okay, cool. I want to go and see a BRR or flipping Leeds. So you click on Leeds and you just book it. And it's all free. So the dinners are free. The mentoring is free, obviously. The coaching, going down to all the different networking events. It's all unlimited and it's all free. And it's all included in your mentorship. Our success rate at the last graduation, because we have a graduation as well. So at the end of the year, when you finish the 12 months, we have a graduation. And we give you a gown and a hat, and you come and get a certificate and a scroll. Our courses, by the way, as well, are CPD registered as well. So they're accredited courses. And at the last graduation, we did a survey, and 86% of Academy members that went through all the training and graduated were financially free, making a minimum of £2,000 a month. And it's no surprise when you see the level of support and training, and because it's very possible. The thing is, people want to do property. They know it's possible, but they just don't quite know what to do exactly, what their first step should be, and they lose focus, they get distracted. So having this, it makes it possible. And that's why, the £12,000, it sounds like it's a lot of money. You know what I mean? It's a lot of money. If you've just invested in, you might be feeling a bit like, whew, it's a lot of money. But it's the best investment you can make. The best investment you can make is yourself, because you're getting a skill set and a network and a community and an education for life that's going to help you build wealth and get financial freedom in a way. And I think that's why we're currently in the revolution that we're in. You look at the amount of people. I'm doing book after book after book, volumes dedicated to people through the academy. If you go on Winners on a Wednesday and you see people making money, and they're all from the academy. I don't take Winners on a Wednesday students. Everyone I do business with is on the academy. Every success story, every student, every house story, every Winners Wednesday is from the academy. So you're in a fantastic place. And as I say, I give my life to this, and so do many other people, so do many other mentors. So if you've got any questions about anything that I may have missed, I'm sure I have, because there's so much more that I could say, then send me a message, drop me a DM, speak to the team. And also as well, we do a lot of trips. So once you become financially free, like for example, I go to Zimbabwe, Uganda, we're building schools, hospitals, all kinds of stuff. And I'd love it when you become financially free, if you don't disappear off into the ether, if you actually give back, and if you share your story, come on Winners on a Wednesday, help pull other people up. After the academy as well, once the year finishes, you can become an associate member. And an associate member is a second year graduate. And the investment for a second year is just £2,000. And that's for a whole new year on the academy. Again, we can't make profit on that because you get access to all the dinners, the venues, the mentoring, the support, the power team. But I like people staying in the community. I'm not doing this to try and just make you financially free so you disappear. This is a community and a support group that hopefully will be able to journey with you, not just for a year or two, but for many, many, many years to come. So I look forward to becoming your mentor, but also your friend, your coach, and I'm really excited. So speak to you soon, and I look forward to working with you on the academy while you learn with the best. Not just me, but also our entire team of mentors, guides, and coaches.